and gentlemen, at least need one minute of video is needed to highlight. Bitch, what am I highlight? That's the scene creator, bitch. We need a background. Oh shit. I think I got a Planet Reality background. It'd be raw. See, they got the green screen. It'll be raw. Wait, what's the video? What's this? Oh, that's how to take the video off. You can't. They ain't gonna show no videos though. I can only show pictures. That shit's stupid. Yeah. No, that's not enough either. Yeah, I like that. We all black today, baby. What up? You know, I figured out my problems. I think I needed to use the headphones because my shit was fucked. It was the double audio. But I just came on here to talk about the streaming university because really, if you think about it, that shit will teach you something even if you didn't go. Like for example, people was going there with less followers than me. So you would think like, damn, I could have went myself, but we got a problem with like shit being different and we got a problem with change. So let's say you eating food in America. If you go to a different country, they'll call it something else, but you still eating food, right? These motherfuckers that streamers, that's what people on TikTok do. If you watch them niggas sit down and make their videos, they do exactly what we do. That's fucking crazy to me. Same thing. I'm like, I ain't know them niggas be giving advice on relationship shit. Like, cause I guess the truth is I'm like everybody else. I'm not sure if y'all be tuning in, but I don't really tune in. I just see the clips. I'm busy doing my own shit, but I still didn't realize them niggas was doing the same thing as us. And it was different because when you watch the streaming university, they was doing more like in real life shit. So when it was, I think it because when it was over, that's when I finally realized. I'm like, oh, them niggas back home, but then now they doing what I'm doing, but except they on the phone. They by themselves now, so now it look different. Y'all get what I'm saying? I see all them niggas back at home now, and they sitting at the computer. I just seen DDG brother giving advice about the relationship shit. What up? I just seen like this nigga DDG brother was giving relationship advice. And I'm like, that's what I do. They doing the same thing that people on TikTok do. And I'm like, I got 59,000 followers. I got millions. I got like 6 point some million views in the past year. But that's just like being inconsistent, not doing it every day like they do it. You see what I'm saying? Then I'm making money on there. And I'm like, these niggas making money, but it's like 100,000, 200,000 a month doing the same exact shit, but you won't grow for real if you stuck on TikTok. And I think that's my problem. That's why I said, fuck it. I was just about to go live on there. And that was even on my backup page. But I said, fuck it. I'm going to go live on here instead. Even if nobody watching. Because I already told myself, like, it ain't June yet. And for anybody who do what I do, if y'all watching right now, you can share this goal too. A matter of fact, even if you watching, I promise you, even if you watching, let's all make this goal together. Whatever you like doing already, just put a camera on that shit for the next 6 months. Next 6 months, my bad. And what up though? For the next 6 months, see how much you can accomplish. Cause when I first started on my TikTok, I had 0 followers. Now I got 59,000. When I first started on this YouTube last year, I had 0 subscribers. Now I got 4,300 and counting. And I haven't even been live on here. This is probably like my 4th time going live this year. What you mean you don't have anyone to share? But yeah, I'm trying to tell you, man, the way this shit is working is I actually love it. Cause I was going live. I was doing my first ever live stream a couple days ago, and I had audio issues, but I didn't really know it to the end for real. Somebody said something, but I ain't know what they was talking about because that was my first time going live. I ain't fucking know it. But the fact that I went for an hour and 5 minutes, and I ain't have to write none of that shit. I didn't have to plan none of that. We just scrolling the same way I do on my TikTok. And I think that's like the best thing for me because then I can also smoke. I can chill. Even on the YouTube, I'm like, this is the same thing. I was on OBS live streaming YouTube, right? I can do this. Some of my favorite podcasts that I be watching, them niggas do this. See what I'm saying? I feel like you can be yourself more. You can grow more. Can't do it on TikTok. They'll ban me for this shit. And it's fucking dumb because then if I wanted to, I could take this live clip and then just post it on my TikTok videos. And they wouldn't ban me then. That's fucking stupid. But you know what else is missing? The difference between like this and live stream, because this still ain't the full experience. Like I want to be able to press play on the video right here. Because then that shit'll be raw. I want to be able to scroll and watch that shit. But I don't know, man. I can't wait to just get back to it. I got to buy me some headphones, figure out where to get them from. But I be telling people, especially some of my family and shit, some of my friends, you can tell when people will be good for streaming. You can tell when people can be good for stuff because they show it in their personality. They're like, you'll be good for this, but you got to be yourself. Don't get on here trying to be a different motherfucker because then it's going to be fake and then it's going to be harder. There's a lot of streamers that'll fall off. It's a lot of people who won't be able to get on because when they do stuff like this, they trying to be like the people who already own it in that lane. That means you're going to have to compete with them. And it ain't easier to be nobody than yourself. What up? And that's my advice to people. Be yourself for real because that way you can offer something different. That way, like I said, when I was on there for an hour, I didn't have to put on a fucking show. I was just being myself. It's way easier to be yourself. And they say you always, wait, it's always, it don't feel like work when you love what you're doing or whatever. Like that's basically everything, even being yourself. You see what I'm saying? If you go to school and you was one of those people who study hard, but then it was still hard to pass, it ain't cause you was dumb. It's like that shit is boring. For real. And all those people who getting A+ on everything, they enjoyed that shit. And they say why LeBron is so great. And then another nigga who's 6'8", he don't love it like that. That shit felt like work. You heard Kobe Bryant saying like, some of them niggas going to the strip club after the games and after the championships. This nigga going to the gym. But for him, that was the strip club. And that's what people don't get. When I'm on here right now, the only thing I got to worry about is being tired. That's it, for real. But it's also kind of difficult because I'll do shit like this, like we had 8 minutes. But I don't need videos. See what I'm saying? I don't need the videos. I don't need to write stuff down still. But it's still like, it just let me know that I'm perfect for this shit. But it definitely is a challenge though too, because you just gotta like think about what's going on. Think about what you can talk about that's informational to people. But at the same time, challenging yourself like this, it remind me of everything else in life. When I first started doing my workout again, because I just took a break, I thought, like, look, I almost cut my thumb. Oh, you probably ain't gonna be able to see it. I cut my thumb bad as hell to the point where I had to get stitches they had to cut this shit right here. You see that? They had to like cut all the way up here, all the way down here just to repair a tendon and a nerve. I can still kind of barely feel my fucking finger, but I couldn't do the push-ups, right? So when I get to the point where I can do them again, that shit was difficult. I couldn't do, like, the workout I do, I couldn't do it as much as I did before. You got to gradually get back into it. But the exercise is the exercise no matter how you doing it. So even me right here, not having nothing to go off of, like, this is exercise. You become better and better at anything you just keep doing. And that's why it's good to do what you like doing, because then it's like, I get to have fun today. Y'all don't understand, man. Like I love doing that shit so much. It reminds me of my music. So every day I'll be like, man, I can't wait till I can get some headphones. I got to figure out where to look to buy them and figure out which type to get. But I'm ready to get back to live streaming because that experience that I had, it felt way better than being on TikTok. But I got to be on TikTok, though. You get what I'm saying? I'm on YouTube, but I get to have a TikTok video up and watching my same videos. If I want to go to some shit that I saved, I can go to the same video. That shit is way better. It's way fucking better, I'm telling you. So yeah, we finna take this shit to the next level. I got 4,300 subscribers on here. Like I was saying, by the end of the year, I want to challenge myself too. I don't want to do no punk ass goal like, cause I'm at 4,000. I don't want to say like 10. That's some bullshit. I want to say like 20. Like, what y'all think is a good goal to set for the rest of the year, especially because I plan on being consistent every day on here. That's crazy. What up, though? Back like you never left. And you know what else is raw too? Because I make music. I'm about to start posting my music too, so y'all can hear that shit. But because I make music, I was on there freestyling, and that shit was raw because I ain't fuck up one time. And I'm like, okay, so now I got something else I can do. Them niggas be rapping on their stream too, but I was a rapper first. See what I'm saying? Like, I literally been doing this shit since I was 13. When I talk about bars, like, yeah, this shit gonna go crazy because I got hit song. I got 12 songs right now already uploaded. They ain't uploaded, but I got 12 songs that I'm getting ready to pay to upload for streaming to all the stores. But I'm just really just waiting for the right time. I'm finna focus more on this shit, and I'm gonna just use this to just do everything. Like, I'm like, why I'm gonna try to have two careers when this could be one, but I could just get paid as is two careers. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm getting millions, like my followers start to go on my music because I was promoting it. I was spending money marketing, and I got to 14,000 followers before I got hacked. Started over, got to like 4,000. And then I stopped doing it because I got in a relationship, moved, came back, and I just ended up wasting 2 years, right? But the thing is this: once the TikTok started taking off, and because it's free, I don't have to spend money. I'm like, damn, I'm getting all these followers, I'm getting millions of views. Why not just put my music up there? I already got the followers. Why not just incorporate my music with my content? That way, people will know. And then on top of that, this will be what they used to, so they'll expect this from now on. But yeah, it's a win-win. Yeah, I got 1.2 million likes on my, probably more. And I think that means you doing something right. You gotta keep grinding. But yeah, man, y'all don't understand. I really wish I could motherfucking, what the fuck is retouch? What that mean? Take that off. Touch on, off. Yeah, like this right here, this ain't enough, man. Said, okay, bye. What you talking about, man? Roger Humphreys. And this shit so, like, you can't even see the profiles on here. I appreciate y'all for stopping through, though, man. Hell yeah. I can't wait to just be back on the career. I think I might leave soon. Might finish smoking this. Might wait till tomorrow for that. Fuck it. But yeah, I'm gonna take my dogs out, man. I might be back on here. I don't know. What time is it? But yeah, I think I'm gonna still make some TikTok videos because I meant to say it so the TikTok creators can hear. Because a lot of people I was hearing about going to the streamer university, they didn't have that many followers that you would think. And some of them left with way more than they had. And I feel like if you on TikTok, you literally doing what they do. You just don't, like, I'm holding a phone right now. I got a computer over there. That's the difference. Some of them even set they shit up to where they got the neon background. I got my shit ready to order right now. The Planet Reality, the neon sign. Set that shit up right behind you. There you go. Have y'all ever seen Taj.0? You know how he got that shit set up? That's basically streaming right there. You get to watch the videos. They get to pause it and he can react to it and he can talk about it, except he was more of a comedian type dude. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. But yeah, you don't even, as far as the streaming thing though, you don't even have to like, you don't have to really be a streamer. You can stream other stuff that you do, which makes you a streamer. But I don't make sense. It's stupid. I'm talking about like that dude that talks and give advice, and you know, it's a difference between that and you like, well, I actually just box, stream boxing. You see what I'm saying? Stream boxing. It's just like the people stream video games. Them niggas is making millions too. Stream the video games that you like that. Some people like cooking. Stream that. I seen a dude. He was streaming making a sub, and that shit had 100 million views. I'm like, that's damn near $100,000 he made, and that's just on TikTok. But people don't understand what they missing out on, man. It's fucking crazy. I seen Dr. Miami on there going viral on TikTok. So you getting paid to make TikToks about what you getting paid to do already? That's fucking crazy. These niggas out here change the game. And if you on TikTok every day, you would be slow to just only be the fucking consumer. That's all you want to do is watch the video. Now don't get us wrong. We appreciate it. Y'all watching it. I watch other people's lives too, though. You got to do both. For real, you can make some money. All y'all that's watching. I know y'all don't just sit in the house all day. I know that for a fact. Whatever you doing already, I promise you, nigga, post that shit. Record, press the record button like I did right here. You only got to show yourself. Y'all know Vlad TV. That nigga ain't posted face for how long? All you seen was the people he was interviewing. But y'all know what these cameras is though for us? It's me just one day at 27 and I'm 34, just wanting to make a difference. So I started thinking about shit and it never stopped. Then I go to Facebook posting these videos that nobody would listen to. And then I started posting those same videos on TikTok. And all of a sudden now I'm getting paid for trying to make the world better. Ain't that crazy? That's the craziest shit in the world. Never planned on it. And like I said before, I think I was on here when I said it, like the most money I ever made was literally working for myself, doing TikTok videos. And it took 1 minute and 45 seconds to do that. Ain't that crazy? That's the most I ever made in the shortest amount of time. Like you can work a month and you wouldn't make that much some jobs. Ain't that fucking crazy? That changed the game now. You know, you start to realize, okay, there's a future in this. It's kind of like a NBA player realized when I can go to the NBA probably. It's one of those things. And anybody who doing this, anybody who watching, anybody, and y'all got followers, and even if you don't got that many views, but if you doing a content and you seeing them going up, that's telling you right there what's about to happen. It's going to keep going up. You just got to know that. And this ain't no insult when I say this either, because I'm not saying this about nobody specific. But it's a lot of mediocre people who out here doing shit. Some of y'all might be better than the people that's out here doing stuff. Think about this right now. If you know what you want to do, think about the people who are already doing it and they successful. Do you think you better than them? Not like in a way, like in a bogus way, but like, do you think that you take it more serious and that you could do a better job or at least an equal job? See what I'm saying? That'll let you know everything. That helped me with music and it helped me with this internet shit. It's people with way more followers than me, but they be negative as hell. And I'm like, yeah, I can do this better than you. I know I can. And because I'm more serious about it. You just want to make money by feeding into negativity, really. And it's a difference. I remember just listening to some of the rappers that's out. I'm like, can't nobody tell me I'm not going to make it. Nobody can. After when you hear this bullshit, and that's when I'm like, fuck it. I just start promoting, and then I'm like, oh, so they just don't know who I am. That's all it is. People don't know who you are because everybody, like they say, everybody's trying to be a rapper. Yeah, a lot of people trying to do the same shit, but that don't be the problem. They just don't know who you are. You promote just like McDonald's promote, even though they billionaire. Why you think they still got billboards and shit? They already rich. Imagine you don't have nothing and you ain't promoting. It's that simple. Same with the music. That's when I realized it was because of Young Dolph, I think. When he was talking about how much money he put into it. And I started thinking, like, wait a minute, this nigga already famous. And he put money into it. Imagine if I ain't famous yet and I ain't put nothing. That don't even make sense, dude. You ain't gonna never make it. Unless you get lucky and go viral. That's why people say the probability of making it is just, they say that because they expecting to go viral. Everybody don't have to blow up like that. People just don't know who you are. Viral moments are random as fuck. Don't got nothing to do with just being chosen by God or no stupid shit. You just gotta know that. That's what I be saying, man. It's amazing though. I got 2 chairs for anybody. Right, I got 2 desk chairs and a computer ready for the live stream. I just gotta figure out what kind of headset to get. But this shit gonna be raw as hell though, and I can't motherfucking wait. I hit my hand on this desk. My shit is still looking like it's about to swell up. This shit bogus as hell. Yeah, I forgot what else I made on the caption. But yeah, I want to talk about something else too, because they just making me mad. They on TikTok talking about hold the man accountable. I hate people that's so fake. I hate people that use, like when you say the same thing as racist people, as black people, and you really try to convince somebody you saying something different, it's irritating. I said, man, a lot of racist people hate black people the way a lot of women hate men. That shit don't make sense because they saying the same exact things. Like, they're all the same. They're dangerous. They're violent. We don't feel safe. It's like that's like the go-to for the most hateful people. I don't know why. It's so fucked up though. These motherfuckers don't really understand what they be saying. You try to use a racist mentality to generalize people and act like you making the world better by doing that. They talking about abusers, but you only care about the abusers, or you only talk about the people who are abused by men though. What about the other people that's abused by the women? What about the children who are abused? That don't matter, y'all. So like I was saying too. All right, let's say all the men was better by tonight. Then we have to waste more time making the women better instead of doing it all at the same time. Why do they got prisons for men and women that commit the same crimes? Because it's not their gender that's doing it. You just making excuses. Your gender ain't doing nothing. You got a mind that's doing something. That's why the dead people don't cause problems. They don't got the mind no more. They don't got the mind is a powerful thing. We always got a choice. Treat people how we want to be treated, and motherfuckers choose not to. It's that simple. They try to act like this shit complicated. Yeah, it's the men. No, it's the women. No, it's the mind. It's the free will. But then you just make excuses. Nah, nigga, we supposed to make a difference. You want to make excuses. You want to point the finger like racist people. Nah, we not doing that. You gonna say it's them and it's them. No, we got proof that it's both of you. So how do we stop that? Like, and it pissed me off because it be basic shit, right? This is like school. 2 kids fighting. You could try to blame the other kid. They trying to get both of y'all trouble. Well, we don't need anyone to do it. We don't tolerate that here. That's what they say. We don't do that here. But you just gotta know when people care more about being right than getting it right, because they'll say simple shit that don't give you room to really have a conversation. Like, oh, it's all of them. They're all the same. You ain't gonna include yourself. You just different, even regardless of what reality say. Yep, that's what they do. You motherfuckers be fake. But yeah, I can't wait till I'm on the live stream tomorrow. This shit right here weak as hell. But I did a good 25 minutes. I feel like I'm definitely about to get off now. Cause yeah, I ain't got a lot to work with. Subscribe to my motherfucking YouTube that we on already, Planet Reality. Subscribe to the Twitch, Planet Reality. I'll be on the game sometimes on there. Need to get a camera for that. Subscribe, follow to the YouTube. What, Bars Marv on Instagram, Planet Reality on Instagram, Bars Marv on fucking Facebook. I might as well stay because it's 8 people. Fuck it. Soon as it go back down, I'm going, fuck it. Because a motherfucker is tired, but I got all the answers, B. For real. Put that camera to use. Press record. I keep telling people, everywhere I go, I tell them, hey, look, you can be making a lot of money on the internet. I'm telling you, man, I made the most money I ever made by myself. The government don't want you to know that. That's why they tried to ban TikTok before. But you need to know, once you realize you can make more money in 1 minute and 45 seconds than you can in a month, your life will never be the same. Telling you, I did it firsthand. Same thing I'm doing with y'all right now. Took 1 minute and 45 seconds. We talking about cheaters and why they fucked up. I made money off of calling them bitch ass motherfuckers out. The most money I ever made was calling out cheaters. That's what the world will do for you. That's crazy. I just thought about that. I'm calling this motherfucker out for cheating. And I made the most money I ever made in one time. That's fucking crazy, y'all. That's what God is trying to let y'all know we got. God gonna pay you to make the world better. You ain't even, but you can't be going in for that reason. Cause then it's like it's gonna still be like work. Oh, I gotta work. I don't feel like that. This is fun. And that's why like these motherfuckers get paid to stream like how I'm doing. But they love doing it though. It ain't work. They wake up in the morning excited. That's the best thing in the world. I remember I called out this racist woman. $300. Thanks, bitch. Thanks, bitch. I call out all these fake ass motherfuckers. $1,000 a month. Here you go. Thank you. For real, I made down at 10 bands. I'm calling out bullshit motherfuckers last year. That shit crazy, ain't it? These motherfuckers fake. They'll make you rich. Fake people make you rich nowadays. Racist people make you rich nowadays. Y'all ain't know that? Being yourself make you rich nowadays too. The world is too easy now. If you don't fucking press record, you wanna just be in your life forever. Hey, it is what it is. 5 years gonna go by either way. Y'all know that? What up? You know 5 years gonna go by either way. Why not just record? The consistency gonna make you rich. They don't wanna believe me. You can make money, man, calling out bullshit. That's why they hate me. Like, oh, what's wrong with you and you? I'm just trying to fix up all the bullshit we got going on, and the world is paying me for it. The world needs this. That's what it's saying to me. The world need niggas like me. That's what we out here doing, the world's work. And all the people that got a problem with it, they the problem. How dare you try to fix things? What's my recent on Deontay Kyle? I believe that this attempt, I feel like it when you act like you trying to make the world better by calling people out, it just starts to remind me of something. What he did is what racist people think they doing when they always talking about us as black people. They think they making the world better by saying they're all the same, they're dangerous, they're violent, hold them accountable, make them better. It's literally the same thing that racist people say to black people. Yeah, that's what they on here saying to man. That's what they saying. That's all it is. So, and they want us to believe what they care about is the abuse. That's why you only care about the people that men are abusing. Go to the prisons and have these conversations, and then all those prisoners not there for violent crimes. You couldn't even judge and generalize the prisoners like they doing us out here free. That's how I feel about it. And you can tell when it's, and this is what really pissed me off. Because we calling out the obvious ignorance, but they want to act like we got a problem with holding men accountable. That shit pissed me off so much. Because niggas already doing that. Nobody's hanging around abusers except for other abusers, and they already think alike. So you gonna do better at trying to change their mind making videos like I make. You see what I'm saying? Nobody hanging out with abusers. A lot of people don't see crimes just happening like that. So that's why I was just like, nobody got a problem with fucking accountability except for the people who act like nothing they do is wrong. They want to only focus on men when the problem is clearly the mentality, which is why it exists in women too. And that is the problem right there. You can't convince me you care when you want to take control of what's going on in a situation with a victim who don't give a fuck about your skin color when you doing something bogus to them. They don't care about your gender. So why is it why are y'all even making this about men when you want to act like it's about abuse? That's the problem I got with it. These motherfuckers be fake, pandering for views and shit. I'm not with none of that shit. Like if I start getting followers and pander, may everything bad happen to me. I swear to God, because I don't fuck with that shit at all. But I'm the type of person on the path that I'm on. What led me to this channel, Planet Reality, is I'd never be fake. Imagine that, Planet Reality, just a fake motherfucker. But I'm gonna tell you what Planet Reality really started from. When I found out who God really was, the first thing that popped in my head is you gotta stop eating the animals. And I had to think about it more. And what happened was I realized that if God is life, that means that life is God. So if I really believe in God, that means when I see life, how I treat that life is how I really feel about God. So when I see the animals and I see the bugs, I can't kill them no more. Not that I'm doing it on purpose, but you just do this without even thinking about it, right? I literally found out who I believe God really is, and I stopped eating animals. I don't eat. It's been like 3 years now. You see what I'm saying? So I really feel like you can tell when people really want to make a difference in the world because they offer solutions, not complaints, not generalizations, while acting like they victims. Cause it be men too, right? What up? What up? It be men too that do that. Like you can get on here and pander to women about men just like Derek Jackson did, and they don't see no problem with that. They just tell him he's a real king. And that pandering shit is so, it's like a fucking it's like they hypnotizing women with that, ain't it? They when they pandering. Because this nigga Derek Jackson had his wife that he was cheating on, lying to everybody's face while knowing he was a fucking liar, knowing he was describing the type of man he is. But she helped him do it. And that's the craziest shit to me. I'm like, God damn, they ain't gonna learn from the Derek Jackson, huh? Why y'all got a problem with him calling the men out? Because racist people do the same thing. You know, when I get up in the morning, I just be trying to figure out, like, who finna target black men today? Is it gonna be the racist or the self-hating black people? And you can just about expect to hear them say the same stuff. They're dangerous. They're violent. We gotta keep them. We gotta stay away. That could be the women or the racist people saying that at any moment. But they want us to believe that they really care about making a difference. It's hard to take you serious. I swear to God it is. Ever since I was young, I've been hearing people, specifically racist people, say what they be saying on here. We got to hold them accountable for what? Because they just so dangerous. They're just so violent. What the prison say? This motherfucker said, we need to build our own island and then it'll be a utopia. And like, y'all gonna let the women out of prisons first? And you gonna keep them in there. And when they say believe all women, do we believe they all innocent or guilty? And when they say believe all women, is the white part innocent? I mean, is the white part silent? Or are they included too? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Believe all women. I'm assuming they meant innocent. So do y'all let the women out of prisons then, and jails? Do you let them out? It's just I think they don't take it that far because then you'll realize how ignorant they sound. Believe all women what? That's all I'm willing to just ask the questions. I don't care how things I don't care how people think shit is supposed to go, but you're not finna be just all over the place. You're not finna flip it and change it because you want to be right about something. So you say it's supposed to go this way. I'm gonna ask you about this over there. When I ask you about this over there, then you try to tell me about some shit over here. Then now I know you on bullshit. And that's exactly what these people are doing. They like you could be a black man in a racist country that arrest you for nothing. It happens all the time, right? But because you don't agree with they bullshit generalizations, they can tell you you must be the abuser. That's what somebody said. He said, "Yeah, you must be the abuser." I gave them my full name. Go look me up. Tell me when you find something. I'll be waiting. Like, what makes you think I'm special? Like they not gonna come find me if I committed any crime. They will sentence motherfuckers to death for the pettiest shit. Especially if you black. But they out here acting like you just this they are like you the devil. That's what they say. The black men are the devil. How come y'all can't arrest us then? You would love to do that. The fake ass motherfuckers. I be just listening to them talk, especially with the racist people. I'd be laughing at them motherfuckers, especially because they even more delusional. They'll be like, they want us to believe we're so evil. Well, come on, harass us and lock us up then, like y'all always used to do, like you're still doing. Why do you think they overdo the charges? Because then we finally got him. We finally got us another one. Let's make sure we can keep a hold on him for a little bit. That's all it is. That's why when we talk about the Deontay Kyle shit and the hold men accountable, I'm like, we need to take a field trip. Like some fucking kids again. Take a trip to the prisons for all the, they got the women prisons over here, the men prisons over there. We can both go and see who there and what they did. And then you can see, oh, you did that? Do you believe she innocent? She said that to the judge too. Imagine if the judge believed all women. Because all the women in jail believe they innocent just like the men. And you know they're gonna be mad as hell once you say, believe all women. You gotta let them out of jail. The niggas gonna be mad. Wait a minute, we ain't guilty either. I didn't really do it. Yeah, that's what everybody gonna say. These motherfuckers are guilty as charged. That's why the police officer don't care that you're a woman. They say, tell it to the judge, Buster. But the women be so delusional because the men just be lying and pandering to them all the time. I swear to God, that's why. Motherfucker police show up. This lady got resisting arrest on her charges now because she didn't believe she was really getting arrested. It's fucking crazy. Why don't people respond to what they say in their video? I don't really know. I feel like it is what it is. Everybody got different opinions, different takes. But I just know that like you can't act just like racist people. Especially when they feel the same way about you. When you over here worried about asking black men these questions that racist people was asking you. When are you gonna be accountable? When are y'all gonna be better people? Because we don't feel safe. They locking doors when you walk past. They harassing your black kids. Because they feel the same way about you. But they think they making it somewhere by acting like by worried about the black man. That shit don't make no sense at all. It like if all the black men just left this country, these motherfuckers will still be over here mass shooting shit. Still be over here delusional. It'd be all the delusional people just hanging out with each other. But that's what it is. Like people, the thing is, people we can talk and somebody gonna get called out for their bullshit. And that be the problem. So you can say whatever you want, but I'm gonna respond to your bullshit how it needs to be responded to. So when you act like you care about abusers, and that's what we talking about, but what you really just talking about is, man, like, you don't really care about victims then. Because all victims ain't victims because of men. So are we talking about that, or we want to talk about what men do? What is the point? Like, what does that do? We all know this already. Like I said, that's why we need to take a trip to the prisons. When y'all ready to go? They don't want to take it that far, though. That's why they take it to the internet, and it stops there. Don't carry over to real life. Because then they know, oh, yeah, the bullshit can't. The Karen can't help herself. But then they talking about, well, the black people are this and they're that and they're illegal. And they got so much to say about people. But y'all see how they are. Motherfuckers march and protest that Black Lives Matter because the same people who feel the way that they feel about us, that y'all be on here trying to question black people about. It's like when somebody getting bullied, but then another weaker person coming, they like, look at him over there, go fuck with him. Like, it's the same thing that people who get treated like shit in their other countries do when they come over here and now they want to jump on a bandwagon of hating black people because they can be under the illusion of inclusion. Like you matter until they show you they don't give a fuck about you either. That's what y'all gonna have to do. Y'all gonna keep trying to attack black men until that day comes and you realize you get your nigga wake up call. Yeah, you thought you were safe. You thought because you believe you're not a problem that somebody else in the world don't. That's what we going through right now. So when you ask me about that, that's how I feel about it. In a country like I said that arrest black people for nothing, they swear we guilty or something. I guess we know we innocent, but it's somebody who will swear it's different. That's what racist people do, and that's what they do when they get on here saying the shit they saying. It ain't no different, man. But I tell you one thing: the way that these racist people feel, if they really could find something to get you for, they'd do it. I'm trying to tell you. But because they can't, I'm pretty sure it make them mad. They really try to exterminate black people. Y'all just don't get that. And it didn't work. They could have, they would have. Motherfuckers gonna be free. That's why it's amazing. That's what the best part about that whole situation where they like hold men accountable. Tomorrow, the next day, and whenever else in reality, we gonna see who the real problem is because people can't help themselves. No, it is black and white. Just like it's only negative and positive. But what you trying to convince me is that it's a gray area. That's what they try to say, right? It's a such thing as necessary evil until you on the other end of it. Then we can have these stupid conversations like hold those evil people accountable. See, that's why it's a problem right there. Because people think that words speak louder than actions, and then you can convince yourself some bullshit like that. There's a lot of nuance. What's the action behind it? It's only some good shit happening or bad shit happening. And the energy gonna be behind that, and somebody gonna have to pay for it. That's exactly what we're talking about right now. Why should anybody have to pay for somebody else's ignorance? Yeah, I can't wait to post this one. These motherfuckers be crazy, boy. Somebody that's not that black and white. The world ain't full of shit but bullshit. That's what it's full of. It's full of people telling themselves that wrong is right. A contradiction. People who act like they believe in God and that God is life, but they don't mind treating life like shit. But then to tell me that I'm crazy though, right? I'm the abuser. I don't even eat the animals. Motherfuckers out here eating animals and shit, but then be talking crazy. Don't care about nothing that's actually real. But that's why they talking. The fuck who gonna be the change they want to see? That's the challenge, right? That's a real quote that y'all heard before. Yeah, that's how I know it's not real. That's how I know they don't care about the stuff we talk about. They don't care about abusers and criminals just as much as racist people don't. Because then if they did, they would care about their fucking kids being shot at school every fucking week. But they don't do nothing about that. You don't see no energy for that. Your kids don't even matter as much as you racist. Imagine that. Black people on here question each other like racism don't matter as much as they black issues. Like, like I'll tell you something, man. We live in a world where people really believe these words mean so much. And that's why people get canceled for words. You will get canceled for words, but the schools don't get canceled for bullets. You can die and it means nothing. But you say something that people don't like. It's only one reason that's a real thing. And it's only one reason why I created my YouTube, Planet Reality. Because you gotta be living right here for that to happen. Where words mean more than actions. And then you can be hit with reality. So where you gotta be for that to happen? Not in the real world. When you could tell yourself wrong is right. Yeah, wrong and right is not just a thing. It's subjective. Anything to make yourself feel better about how you making other people feel. But they'll tell you, I don't like how you made me feel. Oh, it wasn't that bad. That's basically what it is. You don't get to tell people how you made them feel. The energy gonna show that. Because you gonna give it off. And they gonna receive it. No diddy. But a lot of people think, hey, let's go to church. Let's give our life to God. That's not a real thing. If you give your life to God, then you wouldn't be alive. But God gave you more than just a life. And the other thing is what you're supposed to give back. It's called free will. The choice to treat people how you want to be treated, which is why we don't make mistakes. We make choices. But imagine if you had no choice because you gave your free will back. And the only option is to be good all the time like they say God is. That is the real answer. The people don't know that though. They think the word of God is the truth, but actions speak louder than words because there's only two actions that you can't be fooled by, but it's millions of words that can be used to confuse and manipulate you. Exactly how the world has been done. So we can talk all day, every day, but ain't nothing changing. And that's just what it is. You get so far gone because people are afraid of God. You get so far gone because people think that God is the people that they complain about all the time. So whether it's Peter complaining about the animals, the women complaining, the feminist movement, black people complaining, or the LGBTQ community, they all complaining about the same white man, and they believe that God is a white man. So now you got a problem because you're afraid you're going to go to hell if you don't believe that God is a white man. And if you don't believe God is Jesus, this is going to be a problem, right? But then the only reason you create these groups because the white man already giving you problems. You afraid of the hell afterlife, and you're going to accept the one here while they living like gods for real because they own and control everything. And they wives be walking around here. You call them Karen, they act like they own everything too. Are you supposed to be here? She talking to a little girl selling lemonade when she's saying this. Why are you not just walking? What are you doing? But you know in their Bibles, they tell you, obey your earthly masters with fear, respect, and sincerity, just as you would do Christ. That's the problem. You let racist people teach you about God and like they the ones who it really is. So when they walking around here like the earthly masters, don't it make sense? I'm trying to tell you, these people really think they God, and the people that got a problem with it believe it more than them. We all fucked up out here, man. And what people don't understand is like you usually supposed to grow in life. They brainwash us with this shit from the beginning. Since we kids, they scare you with hell. But if you don't grow from that ever, like you don't ever question, you don't ever make it out, that be the problem. Niggas go to Sunday school, never graduate. They read the same book. 50 years. Niggas still ain't done reading the motherfucker. And still ain't a better person either. Because half of the world is racist and religious at the same fucking time. We live in a Catholic, Christian, racist country. But they believe in God, though. And the niggas who they hate believe in the same God as them, even though they want you dead. Didn't even pay for all the shit they did to you. Like, imagine that when the Bible tell the slaves to obey their earthly masters with fear, respect, and sincerity, just as they would do Christ. But y'all want reparations. When they walking around here, patrolling and controlling shit, why we got a problem with it? They the earthly masters. Since y'all want to believe in it, let's believe in it. Like I said before, I'm the type of person, I'm okay with whatever it's supposed to be, but you ain't finna just be all over the place with it. So where the change at? Matter of fact, y'all complaining, black people, we should be slaves right now. That's what the Bible say. God never came back and said, stop this shit. Look, obey your earthly masters with fear, respect, and sincerity, just as you would do Christ. And from what I've been seeing, these folks want to keep us in line. We need to stay in line then. Because somebody is the earthly master. Who is it? That's what I want somebody to tell me that. Because everybody can act like I'm tripping when I say Jesus ain't real, when I don't believe in the God that they be talking about. They don't want to tell me who the earthly masters is, because motherfuckers be ready to fight when you acting like you own some shit. Bitch, mind your business. That's God you talking to like that. That's the earthly master. Why you think they acting that way? Why you think they want to make America great again? They want to get back to being able to do whatever they wanted to with no consequences. They want to treat black people how they used to with no consequences. And nobody understand that. What else was great about this country? Because you got to remember, they not talking about us. They want to make it great for them again. When they didn't have to work, they could just have some niggas do it. It's fucking crazy. That's why it's amazing though, right? Talking about make America great again, this fucking country. And all the people who believe in a God, that those people who did what they did to our ancestors. Like imagine on Sunday, all the stuff that they was doing to black people and had them in there learning about God. Do you really think motherfuckers who was killing you for learning how to read, you think it's a coincidence they gave the preacher a Bible and let him learn out of everybody else? Why they ain't let the rest of the people learn? Because then a nigga like me would have been looking and asking questions like, did you just get this Bible from this nigga who just hung your brother from that tree? And you letting him getting ready to teach you about God, and you think that's crazy. They don't want that. The same people who have forced themselves on your kids handed you the Bible like, yeah, God is in here. And any rest of you niggas try to read them and kill you. Just listen and be told how it's supposed to go. And they use that same strategy in the school. The same strategy in the prisons. The same school bus for all of these places. The same trays for all of these places. The same food trays. And it's all tax-free. And nobody see what that shit got in common. And once they made the churches tax-free, you should have knew it was the government shit. I don't know why people don't understand that part. But it's amazing. Everything that's tax-free is the government. And everything that's the government is all bullshit, because what you're doing is controlling life that God gave free will to. That's why there's no other species under this control. Paying to live and the prices keep going up, but God never charged a cent. Imagine that shit. People talk about world hunger. In world hunger, that is the fakest shit that was ever created. The food grow from the fucking ground. The water come from the sky. We never went hungry, or we never not ran out of food because we working for people. That has never been a reason. It's a real God out here. That's the reason. Making sure we never run out of water and food. The shit grow from the ground. Talk about a food shortage, a bullshit shortage. The stuff that's taking people out early anyways. But this is like, nah, this is a new day now. It's a new day now. Somebody got to stand up against religion. Because it's the real God versus the bullshit they telling y'all is the God. Like I said, actions speak louder than words. All we got is good and all we got is bad. Right? Y'all can tell me that what I believe in is the wrong one, is the negative one, and what y'all believe in is the right one, but mine come with not harming the life that's on earth. Y'all comes with telling you, oh, it's okay, you was born that way. That sounds like some manipulation, don't it? Somebody got to pay for that, though. I think that's the same thing, just a different name. I don't care what they call it. Actions speak louder than words. It's only good and bad out here. And God is which one? I mean, if it ain't good, it ain't God. You know, they try to tell themselves that wrong is right. It's like, okay, if lying is okay, then what's the right thing to do? Telling the truth? Being honest? If cheating is okay, then what's the right thing to do? To be faithful? Like, if being racist is okay, then what's the wrong thing to do? Leaving people the fuck alone? That's all it is in the world. You only got two options. But you always got a choice. It might be the wrong one, but if you can learn from it, take accountability, you can be a better person. All the people who bad today can be good tomorrow. All the people who good today can be bad tomorrow. You got to keep making these choices. That's why they say you always have a choice. You never gonna stop making them till you die. And it's never gonna be a mistake, not one of the times. That's why they say, oh, we only human, we make mistakes. You never made one of those in your life. What's the action behind it? A choice? Oh yeah, that's exactly, yeah, it makes sense, don't it? What's the action behind a mistake? What do you mean you made a mistake? I did something that I didn't have to do. I could have took the other route, but I took this one. Oh, that's a choice then. You ready to acknowledge that so you won't do that again? Nope. The motherfucker did it again. All fucked up again. I bet you did. You ain't talking to me like that. But this is what's normal, though. This is what the world is producing. These people go to church and talk about the word of God. And may God be with you. I'm tired of going to funerals when God ain't with people no more. That's what happened. That's why they say God is life. When you don't have life no more, somebody's getting buried. So imagine thinking that God ain't with you and you going to church so you can get with God. You're just getting with the evil. That's why they be touching on the kids. Y'all better watch out what y'all doing. They known for touching the kids and y'all still think they got something to do with God. People who teaching you, telling you, you better fear because... No, this is the nigga you better fear. But you see how they... See, it's a real God that I believe in. And they try to lie on this God, which is why I'm going to call out fake Jesus every time. They say, fear no man but God. But I look at the history books and God ain't never did shit to none of you motherfuckers. Not the real one. But you see what the man did. The news come on every day to tell you that. Yeah, you tough though when it comes to yourself, but fear God. Motherfuckers be like, fear the devil too, right? Where do you go for peace? All of it is bullshit. They want you to fear God and the devil and you don't think that's the same nigga? Fuck out of here. It's amazing though, they can convince you to go against the real thing. We lucky God ain't what we think it is. Because everybody will be burning in hell when they realize, oh, I was believing in the wrong thing the whole time. I used to talk about this all the time. You know why they don't name the schools after Jesus, but they'll name it after the devil? They got the school named the Demons. These motherfuckers. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all, this shit get deep though. Look, we supposed to be scared of the devil, right? Halloween and what, like 4 months? What is it? May, April, May, June, July, August, September. Okay, maybe it's like 7 months. It's some good weed, my bad, y'all. Think about this though. Halloween coming up, and the #1 costume is the devil. But we supposed to be scared of the devil. It's supposed to be our enemy. Imagine, yeah, I'm good. Imagine if like the devil is God op, and you motherfuckers dress up as this nigga for Halloween. Y'all, you want to dress up as monsters and witches and demons and shit, and try to act like they religious. It's the craziest shit. It's a ritual. Let's celebrate. Like it's like that night is who we really is. You have to put on a costume and be who we really are, and then the rest of this shit is just, you know, a costume. Yeah, everybody put on their best behavior. Everybody want to change themselves. That ain't who God made. Who are you? Everybody want to be different. Everybody think it's cool to be negative. I can never celebrate Halloween no more. And y'all might not believe me, but I swear to God in my life, the first year that I moved to Florida, when it became Halloween, I seen little kids with they monster costumes going into the church. But they'll tell me I'm tripping, but you have to not believe in that bullshit to see how fucking wicked it is. I'm looking at this like, y'all letting all the little demons and witches and devils go into the church because they finna get some candy. And you feel like you're doing them a favor. Y'all fucking evil. That's what that is. And they try to blame that on the woman too. Like they named evil after her. They only think they could call her Eve. Now she can't make choices no more. She fucked the world up. Let a man do it. And then that nigga did worse. He dropped nuclear bombs on people. And on all the other animals and species out there. Just fucked up the whole ecosystem. Yeah, but let the man lead though. All the world wars and shit. These people crazy, man. Try to say that the woman was manipulated by the snake, then we was manipulated by the man. You motherfuckers crazy. And we believe that dumb shit like a snake was talking to the woman. We believe that. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. We ain't being stupid. No. Where the fuck is the talking snake at? I want to see this nigga. They come like we gotta start being real. We supposed to believe that a woman got manipulated by a fucking snake opposed to the person who telling us this shit manipulating us right now while we reading it. But because we scared, yeah, and hell, fuck that. Better start standing the fuck up for something. That shit is. I'm sorry, but I'm not believing in no stupid shit like that. The shit sounds stupid. This nigga sitting here telling me that yeah, my girl got manipulated by a snake, so you know to fuck the world up. I'm like, this nigga telling me, nigga, you sure you ain't the one that's lying, nigga? Get your ass out my face. See, but when it comes to God, motherfuckers will believe anything. But anything else, you gotta show them. No, you lying. No, but you will believe something you don't see though. Like ghosts and aliens and dinosaurs and all this shit that they making billions and trillions of dollars off of. We swear it's real. But you know one of the true words of God is seeing is believing. When have you ever seen Jesus? When have you ever seen aliens, dinosaurs, any of that shit? When have you ever seen anything they trying to sell us? Right? People say they want love. When have you ever seen that? You don't think they trying to sell you this shit when they got a day where they literally sell it? The fact that it's an option, you don't think that's a problem? Yeah. You say, what is love for real? It's hard to find it when you don't know what the real thing is. And if you don't know what the real thing is, how do you get to see it? You know when people in relationships and they say it was better in the beginning. That's what people looking for. Not just in the beginning though. You want it at the beginning, the middle, and the end. So then obviously what love is consistency. So people who want to be in love, but they expecting that shit to happen in a month and 2 months and 2 years and 20 years and 30 years. It'll be the day where you about to die where you can look back and say, damn, this person really loved me. Because they made the right choices when it came to me. Nobody out here sound like they got what it takes to make that happen. They say, what you bring to the table, what you got to offer. You don't have enough yet. Go get yourself established. That's what Cooker Wakaya said, right? You want to get married today, but you act like you want something forever. Do you know that's the difference between robbing a bank and getting a job there? You want it today. You're a bank robber. You're not here for me. You're not here for the long run. That's okay, but you're not finna convince me of your bullshit. Well, what do you have to offer? That's what the motherfuckers say. Like, what you got? Put it in the bag. I want all of it. It ain't nothing you can offer to somebody that somebody else can't or they can't do themselves. So why would you think you special because you doing this shit? It's all a game. I'm trying to tell you, man. These people be trying to make us feel like we crazy. But I was thinking about how the women don't get a chance to go after the man that they really love, except for when they got a boyfriend already. Because it's like society tell them we supposed to chase them. But it's like, when do y'all get y'all turn? I'm sitting here playing this game and you sitting there watching me. I know you want to play. Don't act like you don't. Soon as I'm not around, motherfucker playing. That's how it go. Little kid know they ain't supposed to be playing a game. When you turn your back, guess what they do? Playing a game. That's what a lot of women do in relationships because society tell them they not supposed to chase a man. They believe it's not feminine to chase a man. You don't want a chance to go after the love of your life? Well, that's why you do it behind a man's back when you got a boyfriend and a husband. You want to appear single because a man who applied pressure and tried to get with you was a dude who was trying to convince you because you didn't believe it at first. You got to go after the dude that you like. The man only want peace. You want a million things. So you know exactly what that look like. Go after that dude. Otherwise, everybody else is just people you might settle for. And that's why when you hear a lot of women complain about us, 100% of the time, they talking about dudes who don't even sound like they should have been qualified. You settled. And they know what I'm talking about because then they be mad. I can't believe I gave him a chance. He ain't had no business with me. He looked like he snuck on the earth. That's why it be funny because it's like, yeah, because y'all believe we supposed to pursue women and chase women and apply pressure. You think he a real king because he did. No, that's just a nigga who didn't deserve a chance, but now he do. And so now you not available for who you really want to be with, but you gonna always try to find them when you got a man. You got to sneak into it though, and I think that's stupid. I feel bad at this point because it's like I don't want to sit here and just be the only one with the opportunities. I get to find the love of my life my whole life. When do you get to do it? On top of the fact that I just been wasting time. Motherfuckers don't want nothing real because I'm the one pursuing, trying to convince you that I deserve a chance, but you don't believe that already. So I can get to see like, yeah, I'm not supposed to chase these people. They way too specific. Like, nah, I'm okay. I'm gonna let you go do y'all go get y'all's. That's why I feel about it. The women start going after the man, they might actually end up happy as hell. Want something different, gotta do something different. They be talking shit about the women who got the confidence to marry a man or to go out there, man. Girl, I can't believe you approached him, girl. Tomorrow, get up, sis. Hell no, stay down now. Stay down now. See what I'm saying? We like that. I swear to God, after approaching women my whole life, I feel like that's the only thing that could bring me out of retirement. For real. I like I want to tell y'all something. Like, I tried my whole life to avoid being a single father. I didn't even realize till I was 34 that I was being put in a position to be that anyways. I didn't have no choice. And I feel like I'm way too controlling as far as that. I can't control if this is going to be a perfect family because it takes somebody else to be serious about themselves. And I feel like I never seen it, which is weird. So it's like, I'm not convincing nobody else I deserve a chance. I gotta see somebody making a real effort, and I think it's probably too late for that. I got too much going on. Too much is happening now. Not famous yet, but when I tell you, like I already learned from my last relationship that I'm at a point now where my followers is going up too much to really just not to just not just to get in the way of growing, but just people on the outside looking in and just not gonna be having the right intentions and shit like that. This is a distraction. It's a distraction. Plus, I'm 34 with no kids. Hell no. I swear to God, I'm already starting to make money. I could be rich. I'm not. I'm not finna miss out on that before I even think about being in a relationship again. It's over. I did as much as I could. I feel like I was in the battlefield, and I made it out with no kids, no attachments to people who didn't want to fuck with me for real. You gotta be happy for that. But I tell you one thing. One thing I do know though, I wish one thing I could learn from is like I wish I didn't let people insult my intelligence. Like when I knew something was up, instead of just like asking them questions, just leave because it's like when you realize women like men and men like women, you only gonna be upset and disgusted because you don't like the same gender. And I remember before I was about to get mad at a girl for cheating, I thought about that like, damn, I'm only mad and disgusted because I don't like niggas. I can't believe you did that. What the whole time she enjoyed that shit. It ain't nothing I can say to make her feel bad other than wanting her to feel bad because I got a problem with it. So I just laughed about it. It was funny. I just laughed. Like, I just knew I couldn't ever take her serious, basically. It actually made me understand women more, too. It made me realize that they know different than us in a lot of ways outside of like the body parts. It's like they out here doing what they want to do too. They living how they want to live. It's just unfortunate they can get pregnant at any moment. And so that's what they got working against them. Plus the whole emotional thing, you know. If you always emotional, sometimes you will be in your feelings about shit that don't even matter. Hell yeah, I tell you. Making little things big problems. I don't think that's healthy for anybody. It's like you gotta always, and then like I can imagine why you gotta always like hear bullshit to feel better, cause like this is my emotional safe place. A bunch of lies and a bunch of things that make me feel good, and that shit can fuck your life up for real. You will go through the same thing over and over, acting like everything is all good, it's fine, it's not me, it's just the outside world. That shit, I don't wish that on nobody. Hell no. And it's like I don't trust anybody who would help women think that shit is okay, because these the type of niggas who did it in the first place. Swear to God. It's the men who did that to the women. Then they blamed it on them. Like, oh yeah, they fucked up because they made the world evil. They was too emotional and they no, women are emotional just like men, but they did them dirtier. We all have to be emotional to be slaves. Because you gotta live in your head to be the type of fucking life form that don't know you paying to live and the price is going up. You don't know you a slave. You can never get you could get the dogs to slave for you, I guess. You couldn't get the animals in the wild to slave for you. You gotta catch them and put them in the zoo in a cage so they won't fly away or run away or swim away. See what I'm saying? But you can't get them to do manual labor. You can't get them to go to church and just sit there and be still and learn about no God. You can't get them to learn about no education. And that's the thing. You don't realize what's happening to us is we being programmed. Imagine if God gave you free will, but we gonna get programmed anyways. God don't make no mistakes. Soon as we get here, they start snipping the baby's private parts off. God don't make mistakes, but soon as we get here, it gotta give us a Bible. Oh, I forgot to give y'all this information, so go to church every day for the rest of y'all life to just not learn nothing. They think God is stupid. They think God is stupid. And that just means they think even less of us. And at this point, people don't even. At this point, I don't even think anybody know they're a victim of this shit. Of a system that don't even like imagine this is why it's so scary when it comes to religion and the world and the founding fathers and all this shit back in the day. Those people not here. They set something up to the point where it would create fear forever for people and nobody get to correct themselves to be like, damn, I was wrong. So now whatever y'all think Jesus is, Buddha, Allah, Islam, I don't care what you call it, they gonna always think that shit real. And the people who made that bullshit up ain't even here. But y'all would have swore they was some type of prophet. Them motherfuckers died because they wasn't like God is a spirit that only exists in a form of life. So any life that would have been on earth that would have wrote a fucking book, like, come on, man. They said Jesus was real, but it died. That's not, God can't die. They don't understand the definition of God is like God is life, right? And the definition of life is living. That defeats like death is something else. That can only happen to a body, to whatever is holding the spirit. You see, it's a big difference. Like life and death is two different things. One is God, and one is what happens to the body when God is no longer there. Yeah, man. We're going to get to the truth, though. I'm going to go ahead and leave this live. This was actually good today. Next time, hopefully I'll be on, like, the live stream and shit. And I don't want to be so serious. I want to have some videos, like some fun shit mixed in between. You know what I'm saying? It's usually only serious like this when the mood is like this. It ain't nothing else going on. Ain't no music, ain't no videos playing. We just, one real thing lead to another. Whatever, though. But yeah, see, this is what I was talking about in the beginning. Being consistent. This is like an exercise working out. 1 hour, 14 minutes? Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Start being consistent. Start going live. I gotta go work soon. See what I'm saying? But ever since I got off work, I swear, I haven't did nothing but work. Making content all day. I've been making videos all day. Then right when I was done with that, got on live. Over an hour. That's crazy. Yeah. I'll see y'all though. Peace out.